Hey everybody, is the new Buick Encore GX the best crossover in its class? We're about to find out. Hey everybody, welcome back to Outside Reviews. My name is Pat, and as always, Brian is behind the camera. And this week, we've got the 2024 Buick Encore GX. Now, the answer to your question, or to my question that I asked initially, is this the best crossover in its segment? And actually, I'm gonna add one to that. Is this the most reliable crossover in its segment? Let's go for a ride and tell you all about it. So here we are on board the 2024 Buick Encore GX. Now, when I walked up to this vehicle, I actually was pleasantly surprised at how it looks. It's got a little bit of a European vibe to it, but also it reminded me a little bit about the Ford Escape front grille area, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Look at that front fascia. It does have a little bit of that look. We reviewed one Ford Escape last year, and anyways, it just gave me that reminiscence of that front look. It definitely looks great, especially we have the sports touring, so it's got the blacked out look for the grille. I love how those headlights look. They have that aggressive look to them. It's just, it's just eye-catching, especially from a Buick. This was a mild refresh, and it definitely did a good job. The blacked out rims for the sports touring, I think is definitely worth getting because it looks much better than the basic trim. Speaking of trims, yeah, you got your base trims that start in the US for $26,000 US, right? And it goes up to $33,000 when you get to the Avenir. In Canada, $32,000, and goes all the way up to basically $40,000. Now, what's powering under this hood? Well, we have a 1.3 liter 3-cylinder engine powered through a 9-speed transmission. If you do get the front wheel drive, that will be powered through a CVT, and you can get the 1.2 liter engine. But this particular variant will give us about 155 horsepower and 174 pounds-feet of torque. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 1.3 liter 3-cylinder engine is probably not going to give you that much power, but I would say you'd be wrong. I've had this car for about a week, and driving it around here, the mountainside and everything, I've definitely had no issues with the power. However, you will hear that engine rumbling. So that is one of my things about this vehicle, is that, here we go, let's punch it up the hill, and definitely have ample amounts of power. It can get me uphill at 100 kilometers an hour with no problems, but you definitely hear that engine noise that has a bit of a particular 3-cylinder sound, which may not be pleasant for everybody. Now, as far as fuel economy is, you get 26 miles per gallon in the city, 28 miles per gallon on the highway, and in Canada, 9.1 liters in the city and 8.4 liters on the highway. And if you're wondering what the actual economy that I'm getting, driving the way I drive, it is 28 miles per gallon, 28 miles per gallon, or 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. And I get that because you can switch the all-wheel drive off, which allows you to preserve fuel. So this has a better fuel economy than you would say Subaru Crosstrek or Honda HR-V. Now, continuing on through the outside, everything, you got keyless entry, so the buttons, everything is great. In the back, cargo space, you're looking at 23 cubic feet when the seats are up, or 50 cubic feet when the seats are down. Now, the 23 cubic feet is actually pretty good. It's a little bit higher than the HR-V and the Crosstrek, but 50 cubic feet when all the seats are down, that's actually lower. So total cargo space is a little bit less with this vehicle compared to its competitors. Now, as far as legroom in the back, as you'll see in this video, plenty of legroom. 36 inches of legroom is what gives you in the rear seats. Height, no issues. As far as head clearance, no issues. As far as comfort, the seats were very comfortable. Cup holders are pretty handy as well. In the front, we have almost 41 inches. We have 40.9 inches of leg room, plenty of space. Comfort is great, as well as everything else about the interior. This is a no-nonsense approach from Buick. That was a huge bump. So the suspension is a little bit more rigid than you would find in other vehicles, but I actually like that it's rigid because I like a more responsive kind of a drive, more engagement drive. So that is I particularly love the way this vehicle handles. As far as comfort, the seats are extremely comfortable. I've had nothing bad to say about these seats, especially with my back issues and my leg issues and all the issues I have. I actually love the sitting position, the leg room, and everything else. Now we have a nice 11-inch display here, infotainment system. It's pretty good, no nonsense there, no extra apps or anything like that. You got your wireless Android app and Apple CarPlay, which is always great to see, and everything works great. There's no lag in there, and yeah, there's actually, I love the way the layout of this infotainment screen. Some people think it's a little bit blah. I actually tend to like a no nonsense approach. Driver infotainment system, it's customizable as well. You got a few gauges to choose from. Not a whole lot of customizability, but still, you can pick whatever information you want. And I definitely have no issues with the layouts that this vehicle has. Now, this vehicle can also tow 1,000 pounds. It's not a lot, but it's enough. So as I back into my driveway, which brings us at the end of our video, at the end of our video, I would say that aside from the rumble noise, everything about this vehicle checks out. It's a very good vehicle to get, and providing that it gives a very good fuel economy compared to its competitors, and its price relatively around the same price point, I think this would be a very good buy for anybody that's looking into this market. Also, if you like this video so far, or if you watch any of our videos previously, please like and subscribe. That would be very helpful, as we are a very small channel that's trying to grow. Also, when I mention reliability with Buick has been extremely reliable, and that shows up in the J.D. Power 3-year reliability report, where they've been in the top 5 for the last 2 reports. So you're looking at almost like 6 years of pretty good product from Buick. Now, these vehicles have been selling like hotcakes recently because they are priced well. They haven't gone up too much in prices. They offer all the amenities you would possibly need, heated seats and such. And it's a very functional vehicle, has decent cargo space, and it handles very well. Plus, you get the really good fuel economy. So that puts this vehicle, in my opinion, as one of the top vehicles to consider in this segment. So that leaves up to you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about the Buick reliability. If you've had a Buick before, please comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video overall and this review. But yeah, until then, we'll see you later.